So all of you are ready? All set? Thumbs up?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So wishing you all the best. So do well for the competition.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, why did you send a YouTube link in the...
Beta, it will be live. You people will go live. Okay. It will be live streamed, right? So Saira, we will go by the order and you will follow it. Okay. You can start.
Greetings to all the viewers, who are the mentor and my dear. Ma'am, your voice is not coming.
Saira, you continue, beta.
Greetings to all the viewers, who are the mentor and my dear friends. Today, I, Saira from the English set, would share some information about GDP. You might wonder that, what is GDP? Let me tell you. GDP stands for Gross Domestic Product. GDP is the final value of goods and services produced within the geographic boundaries during a specified period of time. The Central Statistics Office (CSO) under the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation is responsible for calculating the GDP in India. India stands at the fifth position in terms of GDP ranking throughout the world. The United States of America has the largest, whereas Nauru has the lowest GDP over the world. GDP is important because it gives information about the size of the economy and how an economy is performing. The growth rate of GDP is often used as an indicator of the general health of the economy. The father of GDP in India is Sir Moksha Gundam. The country's nominal GDP or GDP at the current prices in the year 2022 to 23 is estimated to attain a level of rupees 272.41 lakh crore as against the same value in 2021 to 22, showing a great growth of 16.1%. GDP can be calculated by adding up all the money spent by consumers, businesses, and the government in a given period. I hope that you all must have understood that what is GDP and what is its importance. Thank you and have a marvelous day ahead.
Wishing a very warm evening to the esteemed teacher and all my dear friends. Today I, Mansirat, I'm going to apprise you all on the topic Biparjoy cyclone. Starting off with, how are cyclones formed? Global warming. Due to the extreme burning of fossil fuels, the trapped heat in the atmosphere results in an overall warmer ocean temperature, subsequently causing the air above water to warm up, hence accelerating the chances of a cyclone being formed. Moving on, how are cyclones named? Ample cyclones have been witnessed in the past few years. For instance, Cyclone Gulab, Cyclone Yas, Cyclone Asani, etc. But has anyone ever wondered which authorization names them? It is the Regional Specialized Meteorological Center, RSMC. Adding to it, Clement Bragg is the first known meteorologist to assign names to such tropical cyclones. Besides that, does anyone know which cyclone is causing destruction in India and how? It is the Biparjoy cyclone located in the southeast Arabian Sea and is likely to shift northwards and intensify into severe winds gusting up to 160 km per hour. Moreover, experts say that any increase in its frequency can indicate the negative impact of climate change. Fishing activities have been halted and evacuation plans for those at risk have been put in place. In a nutshell, let's start working for the betterment of nature to save our future, as it is rightly quoted that Mother Nature knows how to take a revenge. So be careful before hurting it. Thank you and have a nice day.
Good evening, respected viewers, both the mentor and my dear friends. Today, I, Her Ahmed, am going to share some information on the topic G7. The Group of Seven is an intergovernmental political forum consisting of Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the United Kingdom, and the United States. Additionally, the European Union is a non-enumerated member. It is organized around shared values of pluralism, liberal democracy, and representative government. The G7 was born as a result of the huge economic problems facing the world in the 1970s. The first oil shock and the collapse of the Bretton Woods fixed exchange rate system had the world on tenterhooks. These were ground enough for the heads of state and government to consult on international economic policy. Do you know what is the theme of the G7 2023? Let me tell you. From 12 to 14 May 2023, the G7 Science and Technology Ministers meeting was held in Sendai City in Miyagi Prefecture and approved a joint statement. It said the countries will promote open science in which researchers around the world share each country's research data and academic papers. What is the main purpose of the G7? The G7 brings together the world's advanced economies to influence global trends and tackle pervasive and cross-cutting issues, as well as emerging global crises. India's participation in the G7 proves that India is a responsible democratic great power, but not a brutal authority power like China. And India's participation in the G7 will contribute to global South countries. That is why India has been invited to the G7 every year since 2019. Thank you. Have a marvelous day ahead.
Good evening, respected judges, mentor, and my dear friends. Today, I, Japanga, would speak on the topic Karnataka elections. Do you know where is Karnataka located on India map? Karnataka formerly until 1973, Mysore state of India, located on the western coast of the subcontinent. It is bounded by the states of Goa and Maharashtra to the north, Telangana to the east, Tamil Nadu to the southeast, and Kerala to the south, and by the Arabian Sea to the west. Legislative Assembly elections was held in Karnataka on 10 May 2023 to elect all 224 members of Karnataka Legislative Assembly. The votes were counted and the results were declared on 13 May 2023. Do you know ruling party in Karnataka? It is Indian People's Party. Do you know who is the current CM of Karnataka? It is Siddharamaya. Thank you.
Manipur is a state in the northeast India with the city of Impala as its capital. Some of the top tourist attractions in Manipur are Loktak Lake, Cable Ramjar National Park, Singda Dam, INA Memorial Complex, Shri Govindaji Temple. Manipur is known as Switzerland of India. Good evening, respected viewers, my mentor and my dear friends. Today, I, Sanvi, am going to tell you about why Manipur is the talk of the town. What is happening in Manipur these days? What is the conflict over there? An ethnic clash erupted on 3rd May 2023 in India's northeastern state of Manipur between Meitei people, a majority that lives in the Imphal Valley, and the tribal community from the surrounding areas, including the Kuki and Zo peoples. What is really behind the violence in Manipur? The immediate provocation is the demand to ST status to the Meiteis, Kukis, and the Nagas who live in hills complain that most of the benefits go to the Meitei inhabited areas. They also complain that 40 out of 60 seats are reserved for Meiteis, who are only half of the total population. This conflict got a further ignition when Meiteis asked for ST status, whereas Kuki and Nagas are against it, as they are already getting better jobs and economic status in the government. Meiteis, however, say that they were unfairly kept out of the list of the scheduled tribes. They say that they cannot buy any land in the areas where Kuki lives, whereas Kukis can easily buy land anywhere in the state. With the rising influx of immigrants, Meiteis fear that they will be slowly outnumbered from the state. if they will not be given ST status. This conflict is creating a lot of unrest in Manipur. Let us pray and hope that this matter to be resolved soon. Thank you and have a nice day.
Time spent in India has an extraordinary effect on one. It acts as a barrier that makes the rest of the world seem unreal. Are these splendid words by Tahir Shah, which emphasizes on the way India is replete with wonderful things, places, and people, which are kept up by the considerate campaigns and schemes launched by our government. Greetings, respected viewers, worthy mentor, and dear friends. Today, I, Parisha Khatri, am here to highlight a few campaigns started to enlighten the future of India. To begin with, the Balika Samriddhi Yojana, initiated in 1997. It offers financial support to girls born in the weaker section of the society after 15th August 1997, whether in rural or urban areas. Secondly, the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. It came to force on 28th August 2014. It is a financial inculcation program open to all citizens of India that aims to expand affordable access to financial services. Next up, the Stand Up India scheme, launched on 5th April 2016, which promotes entrepreneurship among women of scheduled caste or scheduled tribes by facilitating bank loans. Furthermore, Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, initiated on 1st May 2016, which aims to safeguard the health of women and children by providing them with a clean cooking fuel, LPG, so that they do not have to compromise their health in smoky kitchens or wander in unsafe areas collecting firewood. Lastly, the Swachh Bharat Mission, which came to action on 2nd October 2019 as a tribute to Mahatma Gandhi on his 150th birth anniversary. It aims to eliminate open defecation and improve waste management in order to maintain the cleanliness in our country. It has achieved 105% of the total target in constructing individual household toilets. These are some prominent schemes and campaigns which have indeed played a quintessential role in the growth of our country, by which India has made a golden impression in myriad fields globally. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
IPL, also known as Indian Premier League, is a men's 2020 cricket league that is annually held in India and contested by 10 city-based franchises. The BCCI founded the league in 2007. The competition is usually held in summer between May and March every year. Talking about first cup, Rajasthan Royals lifted the first title. Moreover, this year's cup was won by CSK by defeating Gujarat Titans at Narendra Modi Stadium at Gujarat. The brand value of IPL in 2022 was rupees 90,038 crore or 11 billion US dollars. According to the BCCI, the 2015 IPL season contributed rupees 1,150 crore or 140 US million dollars to the economy of India. Talking about facts, firstly, the most catches in IPL were taken by Suresh Raina, tops the tally with 109 catches. Talking about most runs, Virat Kohli is the top scorer. Conclusively, the IPL is one of the most exciting and popular sport leagues in the world. It offers fans an incredible experience with some of the best players in the world, as well as spectacular matches. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.
Good evening, respected judge, my dear friends, and worthy mentor. Today, I, Ritva, am going to talk about e-vehicles. Well, these days, e-vehicles are the talk of the town. Ever since the days of Leonardo da Vinci drafting diagrams of transportation, vehicles had a massive influence on human life. These vehicles can, however, create profuse in pollution and can contribute to harming the environment, which is the last thing we need. Moreover, 94.9% of all of the cars are fossil fuels, which contribute to more dust and pollution than any other vehicle. Hence, it is vital to fix this issue. So, the stewards of our Earth and brilliant engineers came together to create e-vehicles, also known as electronic vehicles. These vehicles use work without the usage of fuel and fossil fuels. Moreover, they use electricity, which is much cheaper than fuel. However, everything has its own fair of pros and cons. Same goes for electric vehicles. Their major problem is the lithium ion batteries. These batteries include things like metals and chemicals which can severely impact its state. Hence, it is vital to keep them out of the nature and make them more safer. So, in the personal opinion and in a nutshell, I believe e-vehicles can be a much more better solution in the near future. And it is, I believe, the time to bid adieu to our noisy old fuel cars and welcome the new future. Thank you.
Think before you trash, it saves the environment. Good evening, respected viewers, and our mentor. Today, I, Anaya Sharma, am going to speak a few lines on a burning topic, that is environment. Referring to the term environment, a question must be rising in your mind. Let me guess. Maybe that is, what is environment? The term environment refers to the surroundings and conditions in which living organisms, including human, exist. It includes all the natural and physical elements as well as the social, culture, and economic factors that influence an individual, a community, or a species. Furthermore, we all might ponder that why and when do we celebrate it? We celebrate it to spread awareness among people, to tell different ways to keep our environment clean. And we should not take it for granted. It is celebrated on 5th June every year. To add, and I would bring it to your knowledge that the theme of first Environment Day was celebrated only one Earth in the year 1973. It is celebrated by setting a pole apart theme every time. To draw to your knowledge, I would tell that this time in 2023, a theme was Beat Plastic Pollutions. In addition to the pride of our Indian government, our, uh, our Indian government made 6 policies regarding it, and they are air quality, water quality, waste management, land conservation, chemical and oil spills, including drinking water quality. Because of global warming, our Mother Earth is getting harmed. And being an ardent and aware citizen, it is our foremost duty to take necessary steps for the precaution of Earth. Some steps which could be followed are reduce usage of ACs and electronic devices, which increase in burden of Earth. Carpooling, using CNG vehicles or by using public vehicles, by making proper certain areas for factories so that pollution could not be spread all over. There are several more measures which could be taken. To conclude with, I would say that for a better tomorrow, plant more trees and make this planet a better place to live in. Thank you all for spending your valuable time.
A very good evening to all the viewers, worthy mentor, and my dear friends. Today, I, Summer, am going to share a few lines on green hydrogen. Green hydrogen is a clean energy source produced through the electrolysis of water using renewable energy sources such as wind, solar, and hydropower. It has a potential to become a key player in the transition to a carbon-free economy and can help mitigate climate change. The hydrogen produced can be stored and used as a fuel for transportation, industry, and agriculture. The reasons to develop green hydrogen are to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, creating new industries and jobs, reducing the carbon footprints, and technological advancements. The use of green hydrogen in India is still in early stages, and there are several challenges that need to be addressed in order to scale up its production and use. These include the high cost of production, lack of infrastructure for the distribution and storage of hydrogen, and need for technological advancements. The first green hydrogen plant in India is the NTPC Kavas plant. Despite the challenges that I mentioned, the potential for green hydrogen in India is significant. It has the potential to play a key role in the country's energy mix, helping to reduce reliance on fossil fuels and contribute to a cleaner yet more sustainable energy system. With the right policies and investments, green hydrogen could become a major part of India's energy future. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.
Arav Sharma, you can
Good
start.
evening, good evening, respected viewers and our mentor. Today, I, R. Sharma, am going to verbalize my views on the talk of the town, that is the Central Vista. The first Union Parliament, or the old Sansad Bhavan, was designed by Sir Edmund Luton and Sir Herbert Baker in a circular shape, which symbolized endlessness. On 10th December 2020, the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, after worshipping, began the construction of the new Parliament House. The name of this project given was Central Vista. The architect of the new Parliament House is Vimal Patel. The project also makes India a self-independent country, as the material used in construction is from India, and moreover, all the steel and all metal used are from the Tata Steel industry. It is built in a triangular shape and has 4 floors. The seating capacity is of 1,275 members, 888 for the Lok Sabha and 384 for the Rajya Sabha. The area acquired by the building is of 64,500 meters, and the national emblem is placed on the top of the building at the center. The doors of the house have also been given the 3 different names. They are Gyandwar, Shakti Dwar, and Karam Dwar. There is a specific theme for both upper and lower house, and that is peacock and lotus respectively. The Ashoka Chakra placed on the inner wall of the house is of 9,500 kg. Furthermore, in the happiness of this achievement, a 75 rupee coin has also been launched. Most important of all, the Singol, which is placed near the speaker's chair, is made of gold and symbolizes endlessness towards all religions. And this is given to the Prime Minister for establishment by the priest of a famous temple, Tiruvavattuthurai of Tamil Nadu. Finally, after all the twists and turns, the new Parliament House was inaugurated by the Prime Minister of India on 20th May 2023. This is a great achievement for India and for Indians as well. I wish, in fact, we all wish, that this new house becomes lucky for India and also for the people of India. And I also hope that decisions in favor of people and India may get passed in the Parliament. I hope that my words have made you feel a proud Indian, and you might have come to know a lot by this. Thank you all and enjoy the dusk to the best.
As it is rightly quoted, that food is essential to life, therefore make it good. Good evening, respected viewers, worthy teacher, and all my dear friends. Today, I, Arpita, am going to speak a few lines on the topic nutritional value of millets. The eatable substances eaten by humans and animals to get energy for their growth and development is called food. Different food varieties have different nutritional values, like carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. So, we must consume a balanced diet for proper body functioning. Millets is one of the oldest cultivated grains in the world and has been grown throughout Africa and Southeast Asia for thousands of years. It is a staple food around the world. It is good to know that India is the world's largest producer of millets. Millets have numerous health benefits. They help to lower blood sugar and cholesterol levels. They are gluten free, boost high protein and antioxidant content. Different millet varieties have different nutritional values. Pearl millet has higher protein content than rice. Finger millet has more fruit fiber than wheat and rice. In 2018, the government had rebranded millets as nutri-cereals. This year, 2023, has been declared as the International Year of Millets by the United Nations to create awareness and increase production and consumption of millets. The slogan for International Year of Millets is People's Movement, as shared by Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi. In a sense, I would like to say that we should indulge in eating millets in our diet. After all, it is said that eat good, feel good. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.
What is carbon dating? What is its use? How can we reduce carbon emissions in the world? Today, I, Pehel, would throw light on these burning issues. Carbon dating is a system of calculating the age of very old objects by measuring the amount of radioactive carbon it contains. Carbon 14 dating is used to estimate the age of certain objects like trees, plants, and animal remains, as well as human artifacts made from wood and leather. What is carbon footprint? A carbon footprint is the total amount of greenhouse gases, including carbon dioxide and methane, that are generated by our actions. The average carbon footprint for a person in the United States is 16 tons, one of the highest rates in the world. India's total emission in 2021 have been pegged at 2.7 billion tons, which is slightly below the European Union's total of 2.8 billion tons. COP states that India is recording the highest growth rate in carbon emission among the world's major warming contributors. How can we reduce carbon footprint in India? How to reduce carbon footprint in your daily life? Buy energy efficient appliances, switch to renewable energy resources, replace old refrigerators, reduce the dependence on ACs. Let's take a pledge to reduce carbon emissions so that we can move to safer future. Thank you and have a marvelous day ahead.
Fake call center, cheating foreigners, busted in Gurugram, 7 arrested. Such horrifying news. Moreover, you all must have heard such news once in your lifetime. As you all know, technology has umpteen bright sides. Unfortunately, it has dark sides too. A warm greetings to the respected viewers, worthy mentor, and all young minds. Today, I, Arav, will share my views about the burning issue cybercrime. As we all are aware about the cyber world, which has made a lot of headway, I am sure in today's scenario, it will be arduous for everyone on this planet to live without internet. Globally, everybody is not a good digital citizen. Some individuals have substandard intention towards the good cybernetic citizens. These substandard intentions are often referred to as unethical practices, and these are cybercrime. Now, you must be pondering, what is the cybercrime? I will answer this for you. Cybercrime can be defined as criminal activities carried out by means of computer or the internet. Cybercriminals always opt for an easy way to make big money. In India, one of the very first cases of cybercrime was that of Yahoo V. Akash Arora. This case occurred in 1999. In this case, the defendant Akash Arora was accused of using the trademark or domain name yahooindia.com. However, there is a unique solution to every problem. How many laws are there for cybercrime? In India, cybercrimes are covered by the Information Technology Act 2000 and the Indian Penal Code 1860. It is the Information Technology Act 2000 which deals with issues related to cybercrime and electronic commerce. What is the penalty for cybercrime? Imprisonment up to 3 years, or with fine which may extend up to 2 lakh rupees, or with both. Which act protects against cybercrime in India? A major amendment was made in 2008. It introduced Section 66A, which penalized sending offensive messages. In addition, we should take some precautions to stay away from such activities. Some of them are: only download files from trusted resources, use a firewall and antivirus software, never click on links in emails or text messages from unknown senders. Be careful about what information you post on social media. In long and short, I would like to say that in this digital world, we should take some precautions to stay protected from these unethical practices, lest we will be a prey for the cyber criminals. Stay safe, stay happy. Thank you and have a miraculous day ahead.
Rudhav, you can start.
US lawyer faces court hearing after citing 6 fake cases invented by ChatGPT. Such shocking news. I'm sure that you all must have heard such horrifying news in the past few months. Good evening, honorable viewers, worthy mentor, and my fellow friends. Today, I, Rudhav, will share my angle on the topic ChatGPT. ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence chatbot developed by OpenAI and released in November 2022. The name ChatGPT combines chat, referring to its chatbot functionality, and GPT, which stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, a type of large language model. This chatbot was invented by Sam Altman. It is an AI chatbot that uses natural language processing, create human-like conversation dialogue. The language model can respond to questions and compose various written content, including articles, social media posts, essays, code, and emails. BART is also a chatbot and is almost similar to ChatGPT. It is designed by Google. However, children are using it in a wrong way. Most of the children use such chatbots to do their homework, and that is not beneficial for them. Last but not the least, I conclude with these lines with a word of caution. As machines grow smart, we must take heed. For their cold decisions, we may soon bleed. Precision without empathy, a dangerous tool. Let us beware of AI's deadly rule. Thank you and have a miraculous day ahead.
Knowledge is a tool that all humans possess. Good evening, respective viewers, worthy mentor, and my dear friends. I, Pundrik, would like to tell you about the 2000 rupee note, which has been banned by RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Why has RBI withdrawn rupees 2000 notes? The rupees 2000 notes was introduced in November 2016 under section 24(1) of the RBI Act 1934, primarily with the objective of meeting the currency requirement of the economy expeditiously after the legal tender status of rupees 500 and rupees 1000 notes was withdrawn. With the fulfillment of that objective, and once notes of other denominations were available in adequate quantities, the printing of rupees 2000 notes was stopped in 2018-2019. The RBI issued the majority of the rupees 2000 denomination notes prior to March 2017. These notes are now at the end of their estimated lifespan of 4 to 5 years. In view of the above, the RBI has decided to withdraw 2000 rupee note in pursuance of the clean note policy. Wait, what is clean note policy? Clean note policy seeks to give the public good quality currency notes and coins with better security features, while soiled notes are withdrawn out of circulation. Now, coming back to the main topic, the main reason of the RBI to withdraw rupee 2000 note was that it had no identity proof for exchange, therefore made it easier for the criminals to intrustate these banknotes. There could be a probability that a government wants to reduce the cash and Liu wants us to come on online paying methods. Thank you and have a nice day.
Good evening, viewers, Woody Mentor, and my dear friends. Today, I, Swastik, will notify you about the highest mountain in the world. Do you know which is the highest mountain? Do you know its height and its present scenario? Let me enrich your knowledge. Mount Everest has the height of 8,848.86 meters, having umpteen names like Peak XV and Gauri Shankar. It is located in the Mahalangur sub-Himal sub-range of Himalayas. Moreover, There are two main routes to climb Gaurishnkar. One approaching the summit from southeast and the other from the north in Tibet. On May 29, 1953, Edmund Hillary and Sherpa mountaineer Tenzing Norgay successfully reached the apex of this mountain, becoming the first to climb it. Talking about its present scenario, plethora of people are dying at an alarming rate, mostly because of climate change. The dangers faced by mountaineers pushing for the summit is vast. In addition to melting mountains and ice avalanches, another significant impact of climate change on climbers is unpredictable weather. On top of that, dangers faced while crossing the Khumbu icefall, fatigue, and exhaustion. Some overwhelming facts about it are that it rises 40 centimeters per century. It is about 16 million years old and about 11,346 people have climbed Peak XV. I am sure that you have added to your knowledge and will be benefited by it. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
Good evening, my respected viewers, worthy mentor, and my dear friends. Today, am going to speak about a very underrated topic, El Nino. El Nino means little boy in Spanish. South American fishermen first noticed periods of unusual warm water in the Pacific Ocean in 1600s. The full name they used was El Nino de Navidad because El Nino typically peaks around December in winters. El Nino can affect our weather significantly by increasing rainfall in parts of southern South America, the southern United States, the Horn of Africa, and Central Asia. El Nino is a pattern that describes the unusual warming of surface water in the eastern tropical Pacific Ocean.
It's rightly quoted by Mike Jones that food involves everybody in a food chain. Good evening, respected viewers and the judge. I, Tisha, would like to talk about food safety. Food is one of the basic necessities of our body. Do you know that 330 pounds food is wasted in a day? But UN or United Nations has taken an initiative on this matter. 7 June is observed as World Food Safety Day. It spreads awareness about the foodborne diseases to the people. Foodborne diseases are the diseases caused by consuming contaminated food with bacteria, viruses, parasites, or toxins. 340 children under the age of 5 die due to preventable foodborne diseases on average every day. The theme of World Food Safety Day is Food Standards Save Life. When did they started this? 20th December 2018, United Nations General Assembly took a resolution that every year 7 June will be marked as World Food Safety Day. World Food Safety Day is first ever on 7th June 2019. Jammu Kashmir secured the first rank among the Union territories in the compliance to ensure food safety as per Food Safety and Standards Authorities of India or FSSAI norms. This International Day is an opportunity to strengthen and to ensure the food we eat is safe, mainstream food safety in public agenda, and to reduce foodborne diseases globally.
Good evening, respected viewers, worthy mentor, and all my dear friends. Today, I, Abhi Manchanda, would like to say some few words on the topic G20, which means the group of 20. So, what is G20? The G20 is the premier forum for international economic cooperation. It plays an important role in shaping and strengthening global architecture and governance on all major international economic issues. But since the past few years, it has expanded its agenda to interrely, including trade, sustainable development, health, agriculture, energy, environment, climate change, and anti-corruption. India holds the presidency of G20 from 1st December 2022 to 30th November 2023. That's a lot of information, but how was the group formed? The G20 was founded in 1999 after the Asian financial crisis as a forum for the finance ministers and the central bank governors to discuss global economic and financial issues. So let's talk about its members. The group of 20, G20, comprises 19 countries that are Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Republic of Korea, Mexico, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Turkey, United Kingdom, and United States, and the European Union. The G20 members represent around 85% of the global GDP, over 75% of the global trade, and about two-thirds of the world population. These things help it to debate on world's major decisions on its problems, including the geopolitics. Let's quickly jump into its agenda. Under the presidency, the G20 in 2023 will focus on the theme Vasudev Kutumbakam, that signifies that the whole world is one family. The theme affirms the value of human, animal, plant, and microorganisms and the interconnectedness on planet Earth and in the wider universe. In a nutshell, the G20 tends to improve our world situation by taking opinions of strong 19 countries and the European Union, helping it to solve issues like climate change, economic crisis, which require global guidance. That's all. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Good evening, respected viewers, worthy mentor, and my dear friends. Today, I, Dhruv, am going to talk about a very interesting topic related to the digital era, which is digitalization. So, what is digitalization? Digitalization is the use of digital technologies to change a business model and provide new revenue and value producing opportunities. Everyone nowadays is using digitalization, but only some of them knows when and why it got started. It got started on 1st July 2015 in India with an agenda of connecting rural areas with high-speed network and improving digital literacy. With every topic, there are some pros and cons. So now I will tell you some important pros and cons. Pros. First, the digital era brings all kind of information to our very own fingerprints, thanks to the centralization and accessibility of data. Second, it also has transformed and our ability to communicate with numerous apps which allows us to send messages to each other immediately. Third, lastly, it has increased commercial competition so much that consumers or customers have a variety of options to choose from. While having these much pros, there must be some cons. So now I will tell you some important cons of digitalization. First, free Wi-Fi. People use more internet with free Wi-Fi, which has increased the use of smartphones, which are harmful for our health. Second, the availability of information makes it more prone of getting hacked. Fourth, transactions through digital media or apps like Paytm, Google Pay, PhonePe may be very easier, but if not managed, it can leak your bank details. Thank you and have a marvelous day ahead.
Greetings to my respected viewers, my worthy mentor, and my dear friends. Today, I, Rohan Gupta, would like to speak on the topic Sengol, the emblem of fair and just rules that connects the India of today with the Bharatiya civilization of the past. Sengol is a gold-plated silver scepter installed in India's new Parliament House on its inauguration day on 28th May 2023. Sengol in Tamil culture was traditionally known as a symbol of righteousness, linked to the Chola kings. This historical scepter
from Tamil Nadu, was received by the first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, on the eve of independence, 14th August 1947, by a delegation of holy men from the Ashanam monastery to represent the transfer of power from the British rule unto Indians. The incumbent Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, along with the Speaker of Lok Sabha, Om Birla, installed it near the chair of the Speaker of the Lok Sabha at the central vista, the new parliament. The installation was accompanied by many Hindu prayers. After independence, the scepter was housed in Allahabad Museum, till now labeled as the golden stick gifted to Jawaharlal Nehru. During ceremony that took place on August 14, 1947, a priest gave the scepter to Lord Mountbatten and then took it back. It was then in a procession to Jawaharlal Nehru's house, where it was handed over to him. The golden scepter is studded with jewels and was worth about 15,000 at that time of independence. Nandi, the protector and symbol of justice, and Bull, Vahan of Lord Shiva, sit proudly at the top of the scepter. The Singal is 5 feet long, which is a masterpiece of Indian art with rich workmanship from top to bottom. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.
Thanks. Greetings to viewer, worthy mentor. Today I, Paritoj, am going to speak on topic major inventions and inventors. Have you ever thought what is an invention? An invention is a new product, device, or process that did not exist before the inventors created it. Do you know who invented paper and when was it invented? First was invented by Ireland, a Chinese food official, and it was invented about 2000 years ago. Internet, night. But have you ever wondered who invented it? I'll tell you. Tim Berners-Lee first proposed the idea of web of information in 1983. The first invention in the world was stone tools, were humanity's earliest technology, invented more than 2000 years ago. Homo habilis, an early human ancestor. Computer, the most useful thing in one's life, was invented by Charles Babbage, and it was invented in 1942. Last but not the least were robots, invented by George Darwin, an American inventor and the founder of first robots company in 1954. These were some common inventions and inventors. Thank you and have a fruitful day ahead.
Good evening. Good evening, respected viewers, mentor, and my dear friends. My name is Alicia Atri, and my purpose today is to enlighten you with the information about the newly launched satellites by ISRO. The Indian Space Research Organization successfully launched the second edition of its Small Satellite Launch Vehicle, which is abbreviated to SSLV-D2. The launch took place on February 10, 2023 from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. The SSLV is a small four-stage rocket that is designed to launch small satellites into low Earth orbit. The SSLV-D2 mission carried 3 satellites. The first satellite is the EOS-07. This is an Earth observation satellite that will be used to study the Earth's surface, atmosphere, and oceans. The second satellite is the Janus-1. This is a technology demonstration satellite that will test new technologies for future satellite missions. The third satellite is the Azadi Sat-2. This is a student-built satellite that was created by students from across India. The launch of the SSLV-D2 mission was a success and marked a significant milestone for ISRO's Small Satellite Launch Program. The SSLV is a cost-effective and reliable launch vehicle that will enable ISRO to launch a wider variety of small satellites into orbit. Thank you and have a delightful day ahead.
Lithium is the white gold of the 21st century, just as oil was the black gold of the 20th. Good evening to one and all present here. Today, I, Akshansh Thakur, is going to say on the topic lithium. Lithium is a chemical element with the symbol Li and the atomic number 3. It is a soft, white alkali metal. Under standard conditions, it is the least dense metal. It is also highly reactive and flammable and must be stored in a vacuum, atmosphere, or liquid such as purified kerosene or oil. It does not occur freely in nature. The country that produces the most lithium is Argentina. Lithium was discovered by the Brazilian chemist José Bonifacio de Andrade Silva in 1800 in a mine on the island of Uto in Sweden. He named the metal lithium from the Greek word lithos. So why it is called white gold? Lithium has been dubbed as white gold due to its increasing importance in global economy and because of its many uses in ceramics, computers, medicines, glass, and even nuclear bombs. But in today's world, its primary use is in the manufacture of cell phone batteries and increasingly for the lithium-ion batteries that power electric cars like Teslas. Lithium is also used for military purposes, as a torpedo uses lithium as fuel when it launches. Recently, India had found lithium in the Riyasi district of in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. The discovery of lithium reserves in the Jammu and Kashmir is strategically important as it improves India's energy security by securing the critical mineral supplies and also builds self-sufficiency. To summarize, lithium is a scarce and precious metal, and a discovery of a big lithium reserve in India has the potential to revolutionize the game. But the process of converting lithium into money via lithium-ion batteries take enormous expenditure. The importance of lithium cannot be emphasized as the world continues to shift towards electrical vehicles and renewable energy. Thank you and have a marvelous day ahead.
Elephant Whisper had made us proud by winning Oscar away. Good evening, viewers, mentors, and my dear friend. Today, I, Sukhmani, will tell you about the documentary. The Elephant Whisper help people understand more about the elephants and their human caretakers, how they love, understand each other, how they learn to adopt. Good cage is an important cage, but perhaps the most important lesson I learned is that there are no ways between humans and the elephant except those that we put our silver and the unit we only not only elephants, but all living peers, the places in the sun we can never be viewed. Our silver the Elephant Whisper is directed by Kartik Jones and co-product by Guneet Monger. Thank you.
Well done, dear children. You all have done well. Now get ready for the quiz.
Ma'am, are you going to send the link?
Yes, I have already sent in the chat.
Ma'am, did you start with the quiz?
No, I have not started. I am waiting for all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you all joined?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Ma'am, can you start?
It will be in just 1 or 2 minutes.
On the